Well, this is a very special luxury moment because we're sitting inside a Challenger 300. Boy, how good is that? And we're here with Jim Taylor, who's vice chairman of the Harrison Group and has just authored a new book, The New Elite. Could you give us a little hint of what we're going to read in this book?
The book is about 5 years' worth of research that Harrison Group has performed on the nature of success in America, of the people who have made both substantial fortunes and also people, by and large, from the middle class who've drifted up into levels of professional success that perhaps exceeds the level of their family.
And who would be interested to read this book?
The book was really written for marketers and also people who wanted to know what was the sort of aggregate experience of success. There are myths about wealth in America, that it's the product of family inheritance. It's the product of a lucky break. It's the product of a Harvard education. And in our work, and we've interviewed 9,000 families around the country, from upper middle class to the very wealthiest families in America, that most of the money made in America, and certainly the largest majority of wealthy families, and I'm talking about 80% of them, are children of the middle class, and most of that money has been made since 1980, when passive income tax was reduced to a level that could finance innovation and finance venture capital. And more than half of the money ever made in U.S. history has been made since 1995. And we were sort of drafted into this to do a research project on high-end real estate. We found a market for it. Originally, it was U.S. Trust and Neuberger Berman and I think General Motors, or Lexus rather. And over the years, American Express Publishing became our partner in this, and it's become an annual subscription-based study that is probably the only piece of research that gives a statistically projectable examination of America's wealthiest families.
Well, Jim, and it's very famous as a report. But I wonder, could you give us any advice to the people, the marketing directors across America? What would you tell them at this point as we go into 2010?
Well, I would say, first of all, it's important to realize that most families of substantial means are still learning how to live with it, and the recession has put a kink in their confidence. That having been said, what we're finding is that partly as a result of their upbringing, but also as a result of their response to some of the fear that attended the October statements of last year, people have become incredibly resourceful about their examination of the things they used to want and now the things they need. We've changed from a luxury marketplace of want to one in which need is thoroughly examined. As a result, the price-value equation now is a price-values equation, one in which the feelings people have about what is really contributes to their family. It's changed the way marriages work in America in rather dramatic ways, and we'll be talking about that later on. And it's changed the way people feel about the purchases they make. I think what marketers have to understand is that what customers want is they want to be included in the dialogue about what they need. And it's not enough to think of an engaging idea. What needs to happen is that engaging idea needs to be developed with honest, earnest, and detailed collaboration. I want to say something about the word detail. As people become more resourceful, they're increasingly immune to creative vocabulary and looking for detail that really expresses the craftsmanship, the service, and the quality differences between products that compete for their business in any of the categories that surround luxury. Luxury, in its purest sense today, has come to define the point that divides the merely excellent from the truly sublime. And so the word is taken seriously when we're talking sublime, and the word is taken less seriously when we're talking about things that are a little more approachable.
Boy, you have a lot of valuable information, and there's a lot more in the book, so I'm sure everyone's going to want to buy the new Elite. And I guess they find it on Amazon, or
they can find it anywhere, bookstores. I think we're in our 6th printing, isn't that right, Steve? 6th printing.
Okay, that's great. And you know, what a perfect place for us to have this interview, inside a Challenger 300.
I have wonderful clients.
We really enjoy this. Thanks very much, Jim Taylor. This is Charles Ward for Leaders in Luxury.